Right, this video is dedicated to writing an equation of a line where you have 2 points of given information. Okay. Now, the two things to remember here is you need these information in order to write a line. Okay. What do we? Let's start right here. What do we need in order to write an equation? We need a starting point, and you need a direction. Okay. And for our points, and for our surfaces, that's the slope, and then this is like an x comma y. Okay. Now, what we have here is, notice we're not given a slope, we're given 2 points. So from here, we want to find the slope, and then we pick one of the points, and we put it in point slope form. Okay. So let's first find the slope here. So the slope is y's over x's minuses. Okay. So the y's are 5 and 13, and the x is 1 and -3. Okay. So the two negatives become positive, so we have -8 on top, and then 4 on the bottom, which is -2. Okay, so there's our slope. So that's our m. So we need that and a starting point. And then from here, our point slope form is y minus equals slope, and then x minus. Okay, and what we're going to do is just simply plug in our values. Well, our slope is -2, and I'm going to plug in this point right here of 1 goes in for x and 5 in for y. And then that right there is all we need. So here, the only key difference is we have to find the slope, the direction, in order to do that. So let's take a look at a couple more examples. So here, the first thing I do, I need to find an m and then a starting point. Okay. So the first thing I do is find the slope. So I'm going to do change of y's over change in x. Okay, so we have 7 minus 8, and then we have -2 minus 4. Okay, and that's a -4. So we have -1 on top. We have -2 plus 4 is 2. So there's our slope. And our point slope form is y minus. I always like to start with the skeleton, and then x minus. And now I'm just going to plug in the values I need, which is -1 over 2. And our point, again, it doesn't matter what point you do, I'm going to do that point there. Now the key is to put the x with the x value and the y with the y value. And right there is our answer. Okay, now from here you could put it into y equals mx plus b form and so forth, but we're just trying to get that here, all right? Right in standard form. Okay, so let's go back to this one, slope-intercept form. So from here, let's put it to slope-intercept form. So I'm going to distribute the -1/2, and it's going to be -2. And then I'm going to add 8 to the other side. And y is equal to -1/2 x plus 6. Okay, so that is what they asked us to do. Now let's go ahead and do standard form for this last one here. So again, I'm going to find the slope. So I'm going to do 6 minus 0, and then 0 minus 5. So we have 6 over -5. Okay, so we have y, I'm going to pick this point here, -0 equals 6/5 negative over x minus 5. Okay. Now the first thing I'm going to do is, we don't need that. I'm going to distribute that -6/5. Two negatives become a positive, and it's +6. Because notice, 6/5, if I do this off to the side, 6/5 negative times -5, those cancel. The two negatives cancel, become positive, and you have 6 over 1. Okay. Now what I want to do is right away is I want to get rid of this 5, so I'm going to multiply everything by 5 because I want to clear the fractions. So we have 5y is equal to -6x plus 30. And the last step is I want to get the x on the same side over here. So we have 6x plus 5y equals 30. Okay, simple as that. And that's there in standard form. ax plus by equals c. Okay, so that's what we're looking to do here. But notice in both these examples, we start in point slope form. We have to find the slope and then use one of the points. I could have very easily done this using that point as well. So that's the difference here.